All right. Oh, actually, the intro, because I haven't done this in a while.
Okay.
This is whatever this is, a show where I talk to people about stuff. Some of it is actually stuff that happened, and other stuff is just random stuff that comes out of my brain, and then I post it, regardless of whether it makes sense or not. And today, my guest is. Wait, yeah, I get it right. Usually, I can't do the hand motions right, but I finally figured it out. Today, my guest is Ab, who's from TikTok, like me. So, I don't know. That's all I got. Um, like everyone, I asked Eb to be on my show, not knowing if she actually wanted to be, and she said yes. So here we are. Um, let's see. Wait, okay. So first thing I usually ask people is because I don't comprehend that people. All right, no. Here's the thing.
Okay.
I understand that people like watch my videos because it's the internet. Like anyone will watch anything on the internet. I figured out like a long time ago. But then people that I started to follow started following me, and that was weird because I don't know why. I just think it was weird. So now I'm starting. Now whenever I do these shows, the first question I ask people is if they know like the first video of me that they saw or like followed or whatever.
So, I had seen you on my For You page like a lot, right? And I
Okay.
you used to come up on my For You page like all the time, and I thought you were hilarious. So I'd always like videos, but there's one that stood out to me. I think somebody asked about your sexuality, but your
Okay.
response was all the way epic. I was like, I've got to follow him right now because this just was it. I can't even remember your exact wording. I just know sitting there watching you respond, I was like, oh, I like him. Like,
There's
yeah.
yeah. There's no way I know what I said. I mean, we're both in the dark on that. I mean, I know what I would have said. I don't know what I would have how I phrased that. I don't say anything the same. But okay, that's cool. I just asked that question because I don't like comprehend it because like um this is so weird because I don't want to say like I don't want to brag, but like who cares? It's the internet. Everyone people will brag that some like a movie star kicked them in the like kicked their foot. It's like
Yeah, yeah.
but like people like started following me. It's like why are you what videos of mine have you seen that made you want to follow me? It's like, you know what? Fine. We all have questionable judgment. I'll just accept it and move on with my life.
I think it's
Because
your responses to people. Like
I
your
mean I mean I get that. It has to be because I don't do anything else. So obviously that's what it is. But like when Steven Stefan when Steven Johnson followed me and he started making like all the he commented I don't know if you saw it, I don't know what anyone sees. He commented how I'm his favorite TikToker and then I made the comment about how I can't associate with people who pour milk in before cereal.
I
And
saw
that
that.
was just a thing. Okay, cool. A lot of people saw that one apparently. But yeah, it's just a thing that I said. Because like most of the stuff I say is just stuff that comes out of my brain. Okay, that's dumb. Everything that everyone says is just stuff that comes out of their brain. What I mean is it's stuff that I just put together in the moment. Like because people have like automated responses. I don't know what it's
Mhm,
actually called. Or it
mhm.
might actually be called that. That's not the point. The point is I kind of just put together the same. I kind of just put together different things. That's why no matter, even if someone asks me the same question, I'll still technically answer it differently. So I don't know. I
I
forgot.
think that's why people like you though, because like even for me when I'm recording, like I think about my response. I'll have a response in my head, but I think about how I'm gonna say it, or should I say it different? And you're just like, I'm gonna say whatever I feel like saying.
Yeah,
You know?
but I mean, like it's not like an issue. I just thought it was weird, and it's cool or whatever. Okay. The next questions I want to ask you before I go into, like, I guess the actual thing for this show episode is, do you know that I'm trying to run for president of the United States? No, yeah, seriously. That's why I'm on TikTok and on YouTube. That's why I'm on the internet. I want to run for president. I want to become famous enough to run for president of the United States out of spite. That's that's
Really?
why that's why my headline says I want to be president to piss off the fascists. That's a real thing.
I thought that was just being sarcastic.
No, I'm completely serious. Well, technically, I'm also sarcastic, but like right now, I can't like do it now.
Yeah.
But I technically do actually want to do it. Like, I don't actually want to be president because being president is a terrible job. It sucks.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
But if I get an opportunity to like file the paperwork, I'll totally run for president just so I can annoy like all the politicians and all of the news broadcasters, everyone, all of them that I can. I just want to annoy them and waste their time.
I love it. I love it.
Oh my god, your face was perfect. Exactly, because I know. So my TikTok, that's why my views are so erratic. Okay, so whenever I post something, I post like there are like two different types of videos I post.
Mhm.
I post, the responses to random people that try to insult me, and I post videos about that. But those only get like a couple of thousand views, which I understand. But that's why people don't know, and it's the funniest thing ever.
I literally would give me life if you did. Literally.
So because that's what I was. Well, not that's what I was talking about. That brings up what I was talking about before about like other like bigger people, bigger TikTokers following me, because that was always the plan, but the plan was never supposed to work. Like when I had this idea in my head, like 2 years ago now, it was never supposed to work out. It was just like a thing that I was doing because I was bored. It's like eventually I'll get it big enough and like actual people were talking be this whole thing. It was never supposed to work though. I didn't think it was going to work.
It's working.
And it did. And now I don't know how to deal with that. But I'm kind of just moving. I'm kind of just going forward. I'm ignoring that for right now until I have to deal with it. Because I'm. This is going to sound weird. It sounds like I'm bragging. Well, technically, yeah, I'm bragging, but I'm not trying to. That's irrelevant. I'm like, the way that I see things, people, like, everyone's always told me that I, like, see the world differently, which everyone knows is just, like, nice speak for you have some type of autism and we didn't know because it was the 90s. But that's not the point. The point is, I want to do it, like, because I like problem solving. I'll totally, like, figure stuff out. But that doesn't change the fact that I'm only doing it to so I can say, fuck you, I fixed all of your problems. Now deal with it.
I love it. I love it.
So, yeah. So yeah, that is currently what I am trying to do. So, yeah, that's it.
I love it.
Um, but yeah. So eventually, I will. Well, maybe not. Again, if this works out, eventually I'll have to like start talking to people that like actually know stuff about like politics. Because mind you, I'm not going to learn about politics. I have no intention to actually learn about politics because politics it sucks. That's nothing but dealing with a bunch of old rich people who want to keep their power or money or whatever random garbage that they've accumulated.
Yes.
I can hire people to learn about politics. I can hire people that know about politics. I think I said that right. Anyway.
You said it right.
Oh, okay, cool. All I need to do is to be able to figure out
Uh-oh, I'm frozen.
what needs to go where and say, yeah.
Uh-oh.
No problem.
Hold on. Let me fix my
Okay,
stuff.
I'm cool. All right.
What is going on?
I had no idea.
Hold on. Let me fix my camera. Give me a second.
Uh-huh.
Yo, what is going on?
I feel like
listen.
You're back.
I'm the type of person, if things can go wrong, they're gonna go wrong with me.
I get that.
Yes, but I'm back.
Cool. But yeah, like again, you probably didn't see it because only like a couple of thousand people saw it. Modern Warrior posted a video. Well, you might have saw him. I don't know who you watch on TikTok. Anyway,
me and Modern Warrior are mutuals.
Okay, cool. So he posted a video where he said he was thinking about running for president to piss off the conservatives, and I made a stitch to it and said, "You should do it. That's what I'm doing." And it's hilarious.
I didn't see yours so much.
But yeah, and then someone commented under that I should, if we both end up running, that I should be like his Speaker of the House, and I thought that was an amazing idea because then I realized I totally want to be the Speaker of the House. Like regardless of who's president, I'd totally be the Speaker of the House. Oh man, that'd be great.
Honestly, that would be a dope combination.
But yeah, so that's what that is. Anyway. So now that I got that out of the way, I guess I'll move on to the thing of the day. I don't have a name for it. I was acting like I did, but I don't.
Hey, it is.
So like I said, I didn't tell you. I was talking to somebody else about that. What I do is I just search random stuff and talk about it. Like topics of the day. And the thing that I decided to talk about today, which you may or may not know, you probably do because everyone's seen it by now, is Angela, the person who started up the cult, apparently.
Yes.
Yeah, that is. Man.
So it's funny that is what you want to talk about because I was on a rabbit hole last night. Went down a rabbit hole last night.
Oh, that's why.
I've heard about it. And actually one of my really close mutuals, a close friend of mine outside of TikTok now as well, has been speaking about it and actually went live with one of the girls today. But yeah, I was down a rabbit hole last night.
Man, that is crazy. So like, I don't really know. It's like so weird. Because like people, that's like so. Wait, I can get through this. Take
your time.
People, I get it. Like people like grasp onto stuff because like they need, I don't know, like something to use. I don't know, to like help them exist or verify their existence, or that they need to verify to exist. I don't know, whichever way you want to phrase it, but I understand how cults like start and like how they how they grow and stuff like that, but it's always like strange to see it, especially to like the degrees that they exist now, considering everyone knows what a cult is. Because like back in well, I can't say back in because cults have always existed technically,
Mm.
but back when I guess stuff started being um, viewed on a wider area, like through TV and radio and stuff like that.
Yes.
We know about this stuff better now. Because like back in like the Victorian days, I'm sure there were a bunch of cults, but like no one knew about them because
We know of cults because of like drinking the Kool-Aid and stuff like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
exactly.
And honestly, let's think about it. A lot of things throughout history that we don't refer to as cults were actually just that. Not every
Yeah.
cult is extreme. I think political parties, cults. So,
Oh yeah, yeah. I
but
mean that's
what do you
true.
like? What do you, from what you've heard, what do you think about it?
So okay, from what I've heard is that Angela herself isn't even like the one who actually made this cult. Yeah, apparently Angela is already in a relationship with another woman, and apparently she was the one who like got Angela, and now she is making her do this on TikTok to other women. So
Wow, that's a perspective I had not come across.
yeah, oh, I know this. I knew this was going to be a thing because this is my. I was the one. I should have actually looked. I actually should have kept it. But
Well,
yeah,
somebody
apparently.
said in my comments that she's been married for 4 years and her wife also has a cult.
See, okay, yes, yeah, I heard, yes, she 4 years. I didn't hear about her having a call. I do know. See, that would make sense. Wait a second. Okay, I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know if I'm okay with being in one cult when you're. I feel like you're cheating with me as being a cult leader, right? I don't know if I'm okay with that.
I think it's the power dynamic though. So if you mean like as a member of the cult, or
Yeah, like,
yeah, I couldn't be a part of something like that because I feel like if I feel this strongly about you, these other ones can't feel the same way. Like you can't. Yeah,
hmm.
no. Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, I I'm too selfish to be in a cult like at all. That's why. Well, that's literally why I'm the way that I am. Like, I just can't do it. But like I technically understand. Like, people feel lost or unsure or alone,
I
and they
think.
want to like.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, like, you can go. I was just saying like basic stuff.
Well, I feel like for me, and while I've looked into it and seen a lot of people talking about it, like if you just think about a cult or any type of organization that could classify as a cult or group, right? For me, it's the playing off of people's emotional and mental need or desire, right? For
Hmm.
acceptance, for, a lot of people like, and it's sad because a lot of people feel like they have to place their worth in the hands of someone or something else. So to
Hmm.
play off of that, like, I think that's disgusting. I think it's disgusting.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. What? So because people, and the problem is that usually, again, I can't say all the time because, well, I don't know every cult leader, obviously. There are
Right.
people that have like the same issue. That's why they made the cult because, well, that's why they made the group in general because they have, because there were plenty of people who make stuff just because. I guess there were three people. So the way I see it, there were three different types of people who do this. A
Mhm.
person who did originally start a thing with the best of intentions that just kind of either they let it get away from them or they left and the people who were left over just let it get away from them. Which, I mean, they're still doing it, but at least in the beginning, this was supposed to be something helpful, as opposed to the second group, which is someone who actively chose, I feel alone and weak, so I'm going to go out of my way and find people that feel even more alone and weak to make me feel better.
Right.
And, like, I get that technically you could try to help them, but at that point, like, once you find out that that's happening, they're usually already too far gone. And then there were just,
no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna.
So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's fine. I do the same thing. I was just going to say, and then the third person are people who actively are just, I want to make a cult because I'm a narcissist and I do. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Either way, some of the things that are being asked of these girls, it's just disgusting. Like,
yeah.
It literally is to have someone, like the amount of money that was sent to her.
Yeah, like these people like live with like their actual families. Like some of these, and they have to give like their whole paycheck. It's like,
and I don't know about other bitches, but I ain't got money to give away like that. So like,
nobody does.
Apparently they do, but that's playing off that mental and emotional stability, that need for, whether it's the leader or whether it's the members, that need for placement, that need for, and that I truly understand. Like, that's the saddest part about it, because it's unhealthy for both, and it's sad because you have people who are members of such a thing and will lose everything because they need to be accepted, or they need to feel loved or have their worth validated, but end up with nothing when that person decides, I don't need them anymore.
Yeah. And then what else? There was also, did you see the interview where the woman, I think this woman was talking to another one of them about flying Angela out.
Yep.
And it's like, how was she in bed? It was like, not that great. It was like, whoa, that is like, and I don't know like how to actually say this, so I can just say this the way that I can just say this. It's bad when someone that you've had in like an actual mental lockdown can't even lie through it. Like, just like, you were like, I mean, like, I feel bad saying this, but like, you were really getting nothing from this then. Like,
well, like, I think what the leader is getting is physical, money or things like that. But the members, it's like some people, and I try to think of it like this, like, some of us spend our whole lives searching for some purpose, meaning, worth, anything. And then they come across someone who has their own agenda, so that they get something as well. They find somebody like that. They latch onto it, because in the midst of me doing all these things that hurt me, I don't see that they're hurting me, because I have this feeling I've been looking for my whole life, or for however long, right? Playing off a trauma. And that's crazy. It's crazy.
So one of the things that I focus on while doing this is, so one time, so I don't know when this was, I can't even begin to imagine, someone made a comment asking if I forget which one it is, I forget which mental disorder, because I just randomly told the truth. It was like, but I don't randomly tell the truth, I do it consciously, because, well, for two reasons. I do it because it's funny, but I also do it because I want people to understand, like, because what I'm doing is insane. Like, no sane person should be doing what I'm doing. And the problem is that what doing this, it's really easy to like manipulate people because no one knows if I'm actually going to run for president. I could just be saying all of this and then ask for donations and then run off into the night and no one ever sees me ever again.
Right.
So, like, um, that's why I can't like. That's one of the reasons why I don't get upset at like when people like make random hate comments or whatever towards me. Not because they have anything to do with, well, anything, because some of them are just, well, not good. But
I've seen some memes in the comment section.
Probably, I don't know. But I can't like I have to be able to like I guess make the point that I can only I'm only doing this I'm absolutely doing this for the reasons that I'm saying I'm doing this. And until I like actually have to accept what I'm doing, which again essentially is like getting put on like national television and
Correct.
saying I'm doing this,
Mhm.
it's just like you said, I'm just some sarcastic weirdo on the internet.
But I also feel like you're just being you. You're not asking anybody to do anything.
Well, right, but that's the point. Well, yes, and I think that was the point I was trying to make, and then I veered off weirdly.
It's all good. I do it all the time. I do it
Yeah.
all the time.
So that's why, like, most of the stuff I do is just me responding. Like, um, the only thing, because originally, like, people asked me, like, what my, what is it, Cash App was and stuff. Like, uh, fine. And then people gave me money, and I felt weird, and I bought a bunch of stickers and handed them out to people. But what else did I do? Oh, I did make a what's the other one? The one that you make for donations for people to donate to.
Like a
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe. I
Yeah,
have
it
one.
was
I have
it
one.
was whichever one. Well, the point was, I made it and I made a video. It's like I made this one, so if someone else says this is for him, don't do it because I already have one for myself.
Mhm.
And then well, I forgot about it until I had to put the thing up for the what's the what's the hospital that I'm doing the fundraiser for? I know what it is. I have the video up. St. Jude. That's
Thank
what it
you.
is. I have to look it up on my phone.
I get it.
But yeah, like that's why I'm doing it now. It's like I'll do this.
Well, I also think the difference is, and I am the type of person, I could be sitting here about to lose everything, but I'm never going to tell nobody because I don't want people to feel like they have to help me, right? Is my Cash
Yeah,
App in
yeah.
my bio? Yes. Do I have a GoFundMe? Yes. Do I advertise it? No. Because I feel so strange when people want to help me, right? But I also think there's a clear difference in between people expecting people to help
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
those,
yeah.
because people, if they love you, if they like your content, if they think you're a good person, if they just like, they're gonna help if they can. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
we got to be better at accepting that, but we're not expecting it.
That's yeah.
You know what I mean? We're not giving people stipulations on what they need to and to not to do in order to support and or be a part of our group. Like that's fucking weird.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is. Like I don't know. Like this will go I don't know how long this is going on. Because I mean it seems like it's been going on for a while.
Yeah, I'm
But
just hearing about it though. Are you just hearing about it too?
yeah, again, like it's like this is just like someone like just started talking about it. Well, not like just started. I don't know how many people may have already been talking about this, but like it was that first video, like what was it, Monday or whenever, and then like they just opened the floodgates.
But did you see that there? I don't know what date it was. I saw it on TikTok on my rabbit hole journey last night.
Hmm.
There's a whole like YouTube. where like the sister of one of the girls is talking about it. I don't know how long it's been there.
Oh, see, exactly. Yeah. So like, there's no telling how long it's been going because like these women have been doing this. They've already gotten to the point where they're getting tattoos. They're like hurting themselves for her.
Yes.
Like it's been going on for a while.
And the thing is, as far as like the tattoos and the self-harming, they themselves, the members, are the ones who are saying it. So we're not making it up. We're not exaggerating. They're saying it and they're proud of it. And
Yeah.
it's like, baby, no.
Yeah. It's like
I don't know. I just feel bad. I literally feel
bad.
It's sad. It is because I feel like, mental health is a huge thing for me. And people might think that people who do these things for other people is not some form of mental illness, but it really is. And
Yeah.
it's like I understand, but it's like no, don't do it. There's so many other healthy ways that you can feed that craving of whatever it is you need. And it's just sad that someone, I ain't gonna lie, Angela, she's beautiful. She's a beautiful woman. You can also tell that she's gone through things because she was bigger at one point, lost a lot of weight. So I'm sure at some point she felt the same way. So it's like you're feeding off of something you used to feel your damn self.
Yeah, that's what people were saying. It's like it's most likely part of this has to do with self-hatred towards who you used to be. Like,
it's all like it's an emotional and mental chain, and it's like, the one girl was on, like I told you, my friends laughed today talking about, I didn't know it was gonna go viral. You came on social media talking about a cult and did not think it was gonna go viral. I don't want to hear that. Just go ahead and say how you feel. Don't put all these extra fillers in it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I don't care why you're doing it. Some people are saying that she's doing it for sympathy. I don't care why you're speaking out. You're speaking out, and that's important. So, fuck all these other people and their opinions of why you think you're doing something. You don't have to explain to people you didn't think it was going to be viral.
Absolutely.
But by you doing that, it makes it seem disingenuous, right?
Yeah.
Fuck them. Fuck them commenters. Fuck them. All of them. Damn.
I live by that.
Literally, like I'll make videos about people all day long because they don't say something funny in my comments, and I don't never get mad. I'll be sarcastic. I laugh about the shit. But there are people it actually about. Now, have I gotten comments or things in my DM that bother the fuck out of me, like actually hurt my feelings? Yes. But ultimately, if I come on social media or in real life and say something, I mean what the fuck I said. If I'm wrong, I'll correct it. If not, other than that, I said what the fuck I said and I meant that shit. So just do that. You don't have to explain anything to these people. I'm on here talking about it because I fucking want to. Yeah. You don't have to explain to them who think that you did it because of this and because of that. Because when you do that so much, people start thinking that she's denying it too much. So that's actually why she did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just I was up all times tonight last night going through videos, come across other people's videos. I was like, God damn, where have I been? I've been like on the social justice side of TikTok. I ain't see this shit. Like, I don't know.
It's crazy.
It is. It is.
Let's see. I know.
And I'm sorry for cussing. I do it a lot. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine. I'm not monetized anyway, so no one cares.
Okay. Oh God.
Let's see. What else? Oh, so okay.
Oh God.
Here's the thing. No, it's not a bad thing. It's not weird. It's well, maybe weird. It's funny. So, I don't know. So this happened like last. I don't know when this was. I'm terrible at keeping track of time.
Me too.
But when I was talking about people following me that I didn't expect to follow me, I found out before, and this is actually connected to you, which is why not why I thought to ask you on my show. Conscious Lee started following me.
Love Conscious.
And that was when you started up the thing about the dance battle. And it was like, okay. And because he started following me, like, I I don't know when. I don't really check people who follow me that much, so I can't like say for sure. You started following me like for that, and that was the same thought I had. It's like, what goddamn video of mine did you see that made you want to follow me? But whatever.
You know what's funny? When I came to TikTok, I only, I got 3 kids, so I only came on because I got to have the social media they have. I got to make sure they're doing even though they old as hell, but whatever. He was the first person I came across, and he was the first person who followed me back and made me a mod in his live. And I'm sitting here like, okay. And then I guess being that the stuff I started talking about and the stuff he was already talking about, because when I found him, I was like, wait, people really talk about this on I thought TikTok was just damn dances and trends and shit. And I'm old, so like that shit doesn't work for me. Did not do well.
Yeah.
When I started talking about the stuff I like to talk about, that's how I found him. And in finding him, I found I Speak and all these other great people. And it's like, okay, so I can talk about shit like this on here, right?
Yeah.
He was the first person where I had that, oh, what you mean he followed me back moment, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll have people like Modern Warrior follow me back. And I'm thinking like, oh my fucking God. And then celebrities who have followed me back, I'm sitting here like, why? Why did y'all do that? Like, what
right? It's like really weird. And it's like, I don't know. Because like, okay, so I wasn't on social media. Like I'm on social media, but I don't like post stuff. So the idea of me doing this was like so far out of the realm of possibility for me. But like when I told people, and I don't know how to feel about this, because when I told everyone else what I was doing, they looked at me and said, yeah, that makes sense. And honestly, I was a little upset. Like, what do you mean that makes sense?
Like, why you gotta check on me though? Like,
like I don't know how to feel about that. Like you all just heard, I decided to get on the internet to run a presence. Like I figured. Like, what do you mean you figured? That doesn't. No, that's not. But that's whatever. I don't know.
I get it.
Anyway, my original point was, so yeah, like originally, I was gonna ask him to like do a thing when you posted that, but you said we were gonna do the dance battle. I was like, I want to watch this, so I got invested in that instead and got completely.
Did you watch it?
I did. It was. I got sidetracked by that.
But the funny thing is, it was a dance battle where neither one of them can dance. So that's what made it, I think, funny.
Yeah, but that's irrelevant. I mean, it's fine. Like, who cares?
I think too. I think what was more important was to see people whom come on here. You have two men who very much make the majority of their platform, 99% talking about serious things, responding to people, things like that. And I don't think people understand how. I mean, I don't know about you, but some days it's really hard to come on here and respond to somebody. It's really hard to make a video because I think people forget, like, we all got personal lives. We all got shit going on. And I'm nowhere near them. So I can only imagine, you know what I'm saying? But then to get up, you see the news and you see all this trauma. You come on social media and then you watch people just be blatantly fucking ignorant. And then I'm expected to talk about something that I didn't have time to research. I don't know, because my kid was sick or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, you're stuck to this standard that you didn't set for yourself. You're glad to have it, but it's hard when you take on a societal and demographic based trauma, your own personal issues, social media. I just think it's good that there's a break sometimes to see people who on a grander scale have to deal with these same things, have fun. And then the funny thing is, though, it's not funny. It actually pissed me the fuck off. But then you'll have people in my comment section when I'm talking about it, or in my YouTube, because it was live, as just bringing up shit that has nothing to do with, let people just have fun for a few minutes. Let them breathe. But then you got people, oh, y'all are this and y'all are that. If you don't shut the fuck up, Like they over here not they dancing, non-dancing. Let them do that. Let people enjoy them having a good time instead of you coming over here saying dumb shit. It's so overwhelming sometimes, and I don't think people understand that.
So I knew this like before I started like social media. So I've said this before. I said this a couple of times, like oh, but who knows? Who sees what? I don't. I've never gotten tested. Like I know I have like something, but I've never gotten tested because when I was in elementary school, I had to be tested, but they just decided I was at like advanced and so it's in the gifted program. But I
Mm-hmm.
didn't like that, so I stopped doing my work, and then they dropped me out of the gifted program because, well, I didn't feel like doing it. My the point of this is my brain is like really good at like separating myself from stuff. So like,
Mm-hmm.
which also is kind of the problem in general. I I'm pretty sure, I'm like 95% sure I have antisocial personality disorder, which is just what used to be called, being a sociopathy, being a
Mm-hmm.
sociopath, whatever. So I have like issues like connecting to stuff emotionally, issues. I have issues doing that. So that's why when people make like comments, like what you were saying, like when you were saying it earlier, like you've seen like mean ones. I may have seen those, but they don't. None of it registers with me.
Mm.
So, one of the things that I keep bringing up, you know, on my attempts to run for president, is I can separate myself from like issues or like stuff that's actually happening, but I also understand that that's a problem, not in general, but with from people's perspective, because people technically want someone to be like empathetic
And
and
passionate about
caring.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, it's those same people that do stuff that no one likes.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, again, I don't really have like an end game in that regard, but it is something that I knew before I even started doing this. So, like, when people like do stuff like that, I like it kind of just what is the expression? Rolls off my back.
I think that in a sense though is definitely a good quality to have with certain things because some things we're so emotionally attached to, we can't make an unbiased decision or
Yeah,
take an
yeah.
unbiased perception of it. And sometimes, and I'll tell you now, that's my fucking problem because I'm going to talk to you about something like I don't know how to step outside of it. If it bothers
Mm,
me or somebody I care about, or like say something about somebody I care about, I don't give a fuck what you said. I don't care how the fuck wrong they was. You're not gonna do it. And that's not honestly, it's not a healthy thing because I can still love them and understand that they were wrong. You know?
right.
So when it comes to like especially with things like lawmaking or things like that, I mean that is a good trait to have in some cases because you can step outside the emotional aspect and look at it from like all sides because you're not allowing that emotional attachment to judge your perception or to am I saying that right?
No,
To
yeah, you're right. Yeah, because and I think again, like I said, I think I knew this like a lot. The first time I actually recognized this was when I was in college. And again, this is a long drawn out story that got us to this point. But the cut and dry of it is, one of our well friends threatened another one of our actual friends that if she didn't sleep with him, he was going to attack her roommate. It was like so it was like a whole thing.
wait a minute.
So yeah,
Oh God.
yeah. So I was in class.
Mm-hmm.
I was in class when this happened. So when I got out, they knew when I got out of class. The our other friend, who mind you was like this big dude. He's like I don't know, six something.
Oh geez.
Yeah, he came to my room like literally like a couple of minutes after I got back and told me what happened. And he came to me first because he knew that if he went to the dude, he was just gonna punch him. And
Emotionally
like,
attached.
yeah, exactly. It's like, all right, cool. Let me change. I'll be right back, and then we'll go. Then we go in to make the report. And again, like it's everything that happened. He got kicked out, and whatever happened. But yeah, so yeah, like you said, like I can act outside of the emotional range of most people. And like I said, like I get that that's technically helpful, but also people don't technically want that for those same reasons. But
Oh, yes. Yes. Because as somebody in a situation, we want people who are going to be on our side because of the emotional attachment.
yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Most
But
definitely.
I don't care enough to fight against that. Like I said, I don't actually want to be president. I just want to get the chance to get on TV and make fun of Ben Shapiro to his face. So
He sickens my whole existence.
He sickens everyone's existence, including his wife.
Really?
Listen, I don't know I've never met his wife. I don't know the specifics. But like if you feel like any of the stuff this man says when he's telling stories about his wife as a traditional household, his wife does not like him.
I'm
Like,
gonna tell you what I have a hard time understanding. And
okay.
I'm old. I'm 43, so like I should not have an issue grasping these concepts. But I'll see people like Ben Shapiro or I don't know, like Candace Owens. Like there's so many people that I'm sitting here like, how did y'all go through your whole entire fucking lives and nobody told y'all sounded dumb as fuck? Like,
so all right, I have two theories. Technically they both work with each separately.
okay.
As far as I'm concerned with Ben, he grew up in this entire environment. Of course, no one told anything to Ben. Like,
he was an echo chamber.
Yeah, like I get that you're the worst, cause like his sister is somebody. I forget who. Not important, cause she's not important. But like, they say like the same stuff. But Ben is worse because apparently Ben went to debate club, and Ben liked being right. So that's the problem with Ben Shapiro. Like everyone around Ben thinks the same as he does. That's not the issue. The problem is that he likes getting in front of people, proving he's smarter than other people, even though he's not, and then have people that like him or people that he likes tell them that he's right. I get Ben. Candace, on the other hand, I feel like she either screwed up something along her. She was probably just living her normal life. I don't know what Candace Owens was like before. I mean, I'm not saying, like, I doubt that she was, like, hardcore, like, I don't know, in, like, the community or anything. She was probably, like, always an outsider for whatever random reason. And then she it's just like all these stories, but instead of, like, falling in with, like, a gang or something, you fell in with the conservatives.
But what I don't understand is, so you tell me what you think about this scenario. So if I blatantly and publicly say something, let's say my belief is that I don't know, all curtains should be red, right?
Yeah.
And then something happens where, oh my God, curtains should also be able to be other colors because of X, Y, and Z, right?
Yeah.
So I prove the fact that there should be other curtains that are a different color. Get everybody rallied on my side, get all this help, and then turn around and say again that all curtains should be red. That was the whole thing I saw with her. With there is no racism in this country.
That's right.
But you had the NAACP rallying for you to get you what $10,000, however much it was.
Oh, you're right.
Experience racism. But
That's
then
right.
turn around and say there's no racism in this country again. Like how does that shit work? as just a normal, decent human being. How does that shit work? It doesn't. And then,
Well, yeah.
go ahead, because I could talk about that bitch for days.
I'm just gonna say that you're right, but like, all right, that's the other reason. Okay, there are a bunch of reasons why I technically want to like be president. None of them are good reasons, but they're all reasons. And one of the reasons
are valid and very good, if I must say so myself. I must
Thank
say
you.
so myself.
Thank you. That means a lot. But one of those reasons, one of the things I do want to do is to just like talk to like these people, because it's not like just Candace Owens. It's like all of them, because I mainly talk shit about like Republicans, but Democrats aren't really better either. They just say that they just say that they want to change stuff to get like votes, but then they don't.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you find when you speak about like Republicans, I mean, I don't know your political affiliation, so I'm gonna just ask it this way. If you're talking about conservatives and Republicans, do you find that people automatically assume that you're a liberal or a Democrat?
Yes. Yes, they do.
Is that frustrating for you? Because it for damn sure is for me.
I understand why it's frustrating for other people. And like you said, you don't know mine, so
yeah,
technically,
so just the assumption.
It's not. Yes, and like I said, I understand why it's frustrating for you, but like, I get why people say it in my case, because the stuff that I say is like so outside of like what people usually hear. Because again, like I don't technically talk about conservatives. Like the people I talk about are conservatives, but technically I don't talk about conservatives. I say I want to annoy rich people, but there are plenty of well, I don't know if there are plenty. Yeah, there are plenty of rich people that are Democrats that also aren't doing anything to help. Yeah. I want to screw with all of them. Like I don't care. And that's the other thing, because that's what people also assume is that I mean that when I say rich people. Like one person commented, why don't you just say white people? It's like not all rich people are white. I mean, a lot of them probably are, but Beyonce's husband.
Jay-Z.
Yes, thank you. Jay-Z's no, like, I get that Jay-Z does things to help, but he does like the same type of performative stuff that every other millionaire does to help. So it doesn't really mean anything to me.
For me, it's like I am not a Democrat, nor am I a Republican. Do I talk nor liberal nor conservative, right? But do I talk about one more than the other? I do, because it's like conservative, Republican, whatever. I just have more to talk about.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm omitting Democrats from that, because I've met a lot of Democrats who act the fuck just like them.
Yeah.
But it's also, I think that assumption is what kills me. Because whether I was a Democrat or was not, you assumed because I was talking about them that I was. Same thing I get all the time that you don't like white people. Why you don't like? I am half the fuck white. Why would you ask me a dumbass question like that? Like, you know, it's that assumption that because I say certain things about certain white people or certain this, you assume that I am something or feel a certain way. Don't live in that assumption. Just listen to what the fuck I'm saying and acknowledge that there are people like this.
Yeah.
You know, like I have shitloads of white people, especially white women who follow me, who never get offended about anything I say because they understand I'm not talking about them.
Yeah.
I have Republicans and conservatives who follow me, who never get pissed off, who comment on those same statuses or same posts because they know the person I'm talking about ain't them.
Yeah.
We live in I don't know if it's Gen Z or what the fuck it is, but we live in a society where, oh my God, you're talking about me. No, bitch, I'm not. Like, really, I'm not. Are you this person? No, I'm not talking about you.
Okay. I have to say this because I feel like a lot of people make this, including like my friends, because again, like we're all like mid-30s. Yes.
Who's mid-30s?
Yeah, I'm 34.
You're mid-30s.
Yeah. Yes, my mid-30s.
I was gonna say, I'm not in your 30s. I get AARP shit in the mail. I'm old, so.
So do I. That doesn't mean anything.
Well, I'd rather get them at mid-30s than at 43. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But anyway, like, they make the same comments, and I have to, like, remind them, it's like, that's not... All right, then there were two issues with this, which... Millennials annoy me so much. Like, everyone in my age range annoys me so... Not everyone. The people that I know in my age range annoy me so much. Because they forget, just like how our parents forgot with us. We're the ones that raised them. All of these issues with them is because of us. Like, that's why I'm not having kids. If I have kids, they're gonna be fucking wild. Well, there are a lot of reasons why I'm not having kids, but I'm also not doing it because, like, I don't want to release whatever that is upon the earth.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, that's, like, the only thing that I have that I really, like, I really think about with stuff like that. But, before, I was gonna say, when you were talking about being Republican or Democrat or Liberal, I just came up with this idea, like, a week or so ago, or maybe a month, I don't know, but I really like it. Someone people asked me, like, what I'm gonna run as, and I told them, I'm gonna run as Democrat. Because, one, because Kanye said he was going to run as Republican, and I really wanted that to be a thing.
Kanye.
And no, not Kanye. Ye. I don't know how you pronounce that.
Oh yeah, he's legally changed to Ye, right?
Yeah, Ye. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Look, 2 letters. That's it. Ye.
Mm-hmm. So, what I said is, I don't know if this is a thing. I have to, like, actually ask people. I have to get you to, like, look this up. Because what I said after is, like, I'm going to run for Democrat, and if I win, afterwards, I'm going to switch my party and maybe make one up and join that. But that's just...
Did you ever think about, like, concocting or devising a party now, that being your thing? Rallying to make this new party, and then when you fit the qualifications of being able to run or whatever, running in that party,
Listen, I totally did. Like, I absolutely did. But the problem is that there's so much, like, weirdness when it comes to these people and their fucking primary colors on their ballot.
Yeah, oh my god, yes.
So, like, listen, I totally want to do that. Like, originally, that's what I wanted to do. Like, when this was just an idea in my head that I wasn't actually going to act on, that's totally what I would have done. That's totally what I would have done. But under the idea of me somewhat wanting to make this work, I have to, like, this is, like, such a weird analogy, but it totally fits for me specifically. I have to cover myself up with, like, blood and guts from, like, random zombies and, like, run with the horde until I get far enough that I can just take off into like a mansion that I can barricade myself in.
I get it.
So that's the way I see it right now.
But
so
too, a lot of people who have ran as Republican and or Democrat or even independent, that is not actually their agenda. That's just the label they chose, thinking they could get their points.
And
like, does that make sense? Like,
no, but you're right. Like, it's insane. Like Democrats and Republicans aren't even, like, actually Democrats and Republicans. Like,
right.
Because I remember, this was probably, like, a while ago, there was, like, I think it was a Republican, like, this old dude. This dude was, like, what, 90 or something? I think he was, like, actually libertarian. Maybe he's a Democrat. It's not like it matters, but, like, this dude is, like, actually, like, everything he wanted and, like, everything he talked about, it was, like, libertarian shit. It was, like, you're not, but...
Went under the label of something else.
Right. And it was, like, but it was different. And the way that I saw it was, like, he's like, you're not even hiding it. Because, like, but I'm actually not hiding it. I'm saying I'm doing this specifically to do it. You had the nerve to get everyone here and said, I don't know what the Republicans say. More money for us and none for them. I don't know.
Right.
But like none of the stuff that you talked about was actually Republican. It was like all libertarian shit. It was like it was just insane. But yeah, so that's
So, can I ask you a question?
sure, you can ask me whatever.
So now that you have, so I mean, it's completely going back to what we were talking about before, but I'm just curious. So you have a big following. There's a
Yeah.
lot of people whom even have popped in and out of. I'm gonna tell you right now, there's not a lot of people in my life because a friend of mine is actually going live at this moment with one of the girls from the cult.
Oh,
So,
right.
so that is, they say it's like 2,000 people over there, but people
Sure.
they've kind of gone back and forth. And even when I said like, oh my, because so let me set it up like this. When I got your message, I looked at us and I was like, did he mean to send this to me? That's why I was like, my response to you was, wait, really? Like, and everybody, and I was telling people, and they were like, oh my God, I love him. I was like, yes, me too. So I was like, kind of, did you mean to send that? That's how I felt. So like, how do you feel when people are like that with you now? Like, how does that make you, like, I don't know. I have a hard time with it when people are like, oh my God, I love you. And I'm sitting here like, why? You know what I mean? So like, how do you handle that?
Here's the thing. I haven't yet because I work at night. So I'm at work all night and then I'm asleep during the day. And that's why everyone thinks that I am a shut-in.
Oh.
Because I make videos at like 11 in the morning or like 2 in the afternoon. But of course I do because that's either before I go to sleep or after I wake up. And I'm off today. That's why that's why it was had to be today because I'm off today.
Right.
So,
well, now I feel better that you don't have to go to work afterwards because I would have felt awful. So I'm glad.
But yeah, so when I go home, it's again I see all of maybe 50 people. And usually those are the same people because those are the people because I take the train because I don't trust myself to drive. Well, also I'm broke and I can't afford a car. Has nothing to do with one or the other.
I'm broke too, so we in the same boat. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I take public transportation back and forth. So I see like relatively the same people. So yes, and even when I like go to the store, I go to the store in the morning. Well, that has nothing to do with me being awake or not. I just hate going to the store in the afternoon because there were more people and it makes me want to jump off a cliff. Same. So yeah, so yes, like it hasn't like really happened yet because I don't go out enough. Like I've gotten noticed one time, and that was when somebody was delivering a food order for me, but she didn't actually know me. I think she like saw a couple of my videos and she like recognized my voice, I guess. So yeah, that is.
So what about the attention on social media? Like the response, oh my God, wait, me, really? Like do you get that a lot when it's on social media?
See, because that's the thing, like social media for me is weird. And this goes back to like how I like perceive things. Like, I don't really like recognize stuff like that as I don't want to say I don't recognize it as reality because I do. I just associate from it. That's what I was trying to say. I just dissociate from stuff like that. That's why when people like comment stuff like how they think I'm funny or how they like me or whatever, it's like okay. I mean, I feel bad. Well, that's another thing. It's like I feel bad, but it's not like I don't actually feel bad. I feel like a construct of bad that I created from watching other people. That's my own issue to deal with. That has nothing to do with this conversation.
That literally makes a lot of fucking sense, though.
Yeah.
Like I get it. Yeah.
So yeah, like that's pretty much yeah. And you like you said, like it's not like surprising. Like everything that I do and say on this is pretty self-explanatory. Once I explain it, people have
Mhm.
told me that. Like it makes like everything I say after I've said it, everything like they've seen makes perfect sense, which
Mhm.
is supposed to. Listen, I've never I've had to do so much research to figure out all of this shit. Luckily, I like doing that, so it's okay. But yeah,
I think for me, like a lot of people don't realize, like I go live a lot. Um, and for me, that's like therapy. It's like my escape from real shit I have personally going on, where I can just
hmm,
kind of, I don't know, just be appreciated for just being the bitch that I am. Like, I don't
hmm,
have to sit here and be somebody different. I don't have to be nobody's mama. I don't have to be, I could just come live and we could talk. I could talk about the things that are bothering me and it still not affect me as much as it does when I get off. Right. So, like, I
yeah,
love videos because this is stuff I talk about in real life anyway.
yeah.
But, um, and it's sad. Like, I tell people all the time, it's sad that, like, I rely so much on fucking TikTok. Like, that's fucking weird. It's weird for me, but in all actuality, like it's the only solace I have, right?
I mean,
Um,
it's not like necessarily weird. So I don't know what this is actually called, but people on like I guess the mm, on the entirety on the most on the larger side want to understand themselves and want to be understood.
right.
So, and the problem is when you try to do that with people that you know in reality, they usually have like
Stipulations.
yes, stipulations, extra input,
Yeah.
various things, and it makes it difficult to like you know try to get your point across. I I think this might have been on the video that you saw. I don't know. I talked about it a lot. But when people ask me about my sexuality, someone else, maybe the one that came off from it. Anyway, someone asked me how I came out. It's like I haven't. I don't tell anyone. I don't tell anyone I know anything about me because it doesn't matter if they know about me. I don't tell you guys, so I already know everything about myself. That's why I tell all of you. Maybe they watch my videos, maybe they don't. I have no idea. And like, cause for a while, this when I was in high school, maybe starting college. That was when I started to realize that I might have been, well, like I said back then, I might have been a sociopath, and
God.
that bugged me because that I started going down this rabbit hole about what that meant for the relationships that I had. Of like, do I really like these people, or was I just like creating the idea that I liked them, and like whether or not I would actually be sad if my parents died, or whether I would just move on with my life, and like it was this whole thing.
Mhm.
And I realized, well, just to put a cap on that, I realized that if I actually didn't, I would never talk to them again because I had like no since I have like no actual emotional connections to people, if I actually didn't, I would just like ignore them for the rest of my life until I one of us died first, but I don't. So it's pretty much the solace I take in that. Anyway, I've never actually talked about it to either of them because I know that them being my parents themselves, it would create like this it would create like this entire thing where they would want to deal with the situation, but there was nothing to deal with. And well, yeah, because luckily for me, and I say this all the time, luckily for me, I'm smart enough to figure out my own stuff because I see like a lot of people with like stuff like same issues as me that don't handle it well at all. And I'm not saying that they should. Like it's a lot to deal with. I'm apparently just like lucky as hell that I ended up with like the brain pattern. Oh, and
Look,
dog.
I'm still here. Keep talking. I'm still
Okay.
here. I'm fixing the camera
Okay.
right now.
That's fine.
Look, because I live in the country, so the Wi-Fi is great until it's not great. But I'll be right back. Fix the camera right
I know
now.
what you're saying.
Keep
Okay.
talking. I'm listening.
I was just saying, like, in general, like, I was just, like, able to figure out my own stuff. Because, again, like, I can't get therapy because, well, therapy's expensive. And also, might not have been completely helpful depending on if I didn't get the right therapist or not. But that's a different conversation. Oh my god, this is hilarious. What time is it? Oh, let's see. Well, I guess this would be a good time for a commercial. Um, Unfortunately, I don't have one. Oh, I should input a commercial. Commercial for what? That's not important. I will most likely input something here. Be right back. Maybe. Or maybe we won't. I don't know.
Right, I'm good. I had to fix it.
Oh, you're
I'm
back.
Yeah.
Never mind. There's no commercial then because she just came right
Look,
back.
I literally live in the country, and I tell people all the time, like, the Wi-Fi here is a lot better than where it used to be, where I used to live. But sometimes it's like, yeah, bitch, sit the fuck down. We're not doing this. So I fixed it. We good.
That's fine. That's cool. Yes, no issues. I don't. Just listen. This is like the least professional show on that I know of, and that's saying something. You don't have to apologize for anything. Anyway.
And you know what's funny? So, like, I have a YouTube also. And the funny thing is, I haven't done it in a while. I had a lot of personal stuff going on, but one of my first episodes caused a lot of issues on TikTok. It was like this pro-black discussion. But anyway, so I'm starting it back up, and I'm sitting here like, it's been so long, I don't even know how to ask questions anymore. Like, I feel like I'm so out of, like, the last thing I did was the dance battle, which it was so much time had lapsed from that battle. So I'm sitting here like, okay, I have this interview coming up next week, and I'm sitting here like, I don't even know how to act. I don't know what to say. Is my internet gonna fuck up? Like, it's stressful. But
Sure.
I didn't want to say this because I say it all the time about, like, TikTok especially. As much as I complain about it, I want people to be perfectly clear that I have literally gained. I'm very much an introvert. I very much don't like leaving my house. Going to get groceries gives me social anxiety. Like, I don't like that shit. But I have met some of the most amazing people, like people who call and check on me every day, or people who just inbox me like, hey, you good? And I'm sitting here like, why do y'all care so much about me for me just being me? And this kind of goes back to the cult thing, because you meet people in real life who, like you said, they're the way they feel about you comes with stipulations. But I've met so many people on here, like, I literally call family. So if I don't post something, if I don't go live, it's like, hey, you good? What's going on? Or if I post a video and I think I'm faking it, I'm faking being okay, I'll get inboxes like, I don't know, someone's off. You all right? And it's the weirdest feeling. So it's like social media, or being in the media, or just being people knowing you outside of like a circle or whatever.
Yeah.
It's so rewarding, but at the same time, it's so fucking frustrating. It's so, I went to the emergency room like last week before last or something, and I was on TikTok, and one of my mutuals, who I'm actually friends with outside of the app, was talking, and the nurse turned around and said, I know him. I was like, yeah, that's my friend XYZ, da da da. And they were like, you're on TikTok? I was like, yeah. So I showed them some of my videos, and then I had the mask on, right? And they were like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I follow you. And I'm sitting there thinking, bitch, calm down. Like,
calm down. Back up.
Like, I'm sick. I don't feel good. Like, you put an IV in my arm. How? Like,
You're supposed to be taking care of me. I need you to chill.
It was like, I'm so awkward in those things because, like, I'm a bitch that ain't got shit together. And you just excited to see me. It's weird. It's so weird. But, like, I don't know. It's fucking weird. But at the same time, it's so fucking rewarding. Is that strange?
No, I get it. Like, you put something out there and you hope that people, like it, and then you.
I don't know. I don't care.
Listen, I mean, I understand that too. Like, I feel the same way. But like, and then you meet people you meet the people that like it or watch it or support you or whatever. I don't know.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's the feeling I had when you inboxed me. I was like, wait. I literally said, wait, exclamation. Really? Question mark? Like, he wants to talk to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I thank you. I appreciate you.
Oh yeah, sure. This is fun. I have to I don't mention everyone because I know some people literally only do TikTok for random stuff, so I can't message everyone. So I have to figure out who does extra stuff outside of TikTok and message them. But if as far as that goes, yeah, I don't yeah, I'll ask you to be on my show for.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. That seems like a good place to start. Also because I can't think of anything else to say. So
I'm with it.
I want to thank Eb for being on my show. I still did it wrong. I want to thank Eb for being on my show and taking time out of her day and also missing her friend's live stream of which I also means I'm missing because I have to go see if I can find that too. But whatever.
Look, the craziest. I'm going on there. It's in a few minutes after I get off because apparently they still on. It's been an off and on all day thing, the rabbit hole.
So yeah, God, I forgot how to do this. Oh, so yeah, this is whatever this is. If you wanna talk to me or have other people talk to me or whatever, you can message me on Instagram. Instagram? Yes, Instagram, because I don't pay attention to Twitter. I don't know. So you have links to stuff. I don't know what they're links to. Oh no, I actually do. I have to do this because I can do this now. I'm sorry. I'm doing donation fundraiser thing for St. Jude. You can I'll put the link for that in the bottom, and you can give money to that if you want.
So can I make a video saying hey, I was on your show. He's doing this with St. Jude's. Can I do that?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
And I'll tag you. I just want to make sure it's okay first.
Oh yeah. I'm also gonna link Ab's YouTube channel and TikTok and
shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been doing this. This is the 16th episode. I'm still bad at this, but whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway,
I watched a couple of your episodes, and I thought they were dope as hell. It plays into the authenticness that people appreciate you as being on TikTok. Like you just are doing. You're not.
That's what I count on because I don't have any other talent.
Oh my god.
Anyway, yeah, that's it. Bye.
Bye.